know there are a lot of people here. Did everybody have a good first day of spring today? Was it amazing? It was incredible. I am so happy that the snow is gone, because the last time it snowed, I was attacked randomly on the street, and that really sucked. I was just late for work, walking in a snowstorm, like covering my face like this, and I just sucker punched straight to the stomach. And I had seen people get punched in movies, and I figured, yeah, it's like, whatever, I can handle that. But sure enough, when it actually happened for the first time, and just, oh, fuck, and fell straight to my knees onto the ground. And some time has passed, as you can tell, because it's not snowing anymore. Stupid idiot. I figured out that, like, the only reason he had for punching me was because he must have mistaken or confused me for someone else. Because I don't know if you guys have a similar problem, but I'm constantly being confused for somebody else. Often people will come up to me and say, "Is your name Iain McNeil?" And I will say, "No. You must have me confused for somebody else." I'm feeling a little unprepared, and I apologize for that, because I've had the worst week ever. Thank you, Tara. My grandmother was hospitalized on Wednesday night. Yeah, it sucks. She's had her 4th stroke on Wednesday, which, if you guys don't know a lot about strokes, 4 is a lot. I would not recommend it to anybody. Maybe just try one, a really small one at most. And it was terrible. I love my grandma, and you don't know her, but you would love her too. She's great. Thank you. I'll tell her that you did that, and she'll be very happy once she comes to. What was I gonna say next? So I had heard the news that she was hospitalized, and immediately I just started to pray, which I want to make this very clear that I'm not a religious person, but I pray all the time because it is a very effective way to get things that you want. Just the other day, I was walking to the store, and I was like, I do not know what kind of Nestle drumstick I want to buy. Please, God, give me a sign. And sure enough, there was a new sign advertising peanut butter chocolate drumsticks. And I was like, there we go. That's what it is. So I got down on my knees and prayed, God, my grandmother is very sick. Please, don't take her life. If you must take someone's life, take my other grandma's life. Because she is a real fucking bitch. She is the worst. And I just want to contextualize this for you really quickly. When I was a kid, I was quite fat, which you may not be able to see in me tonight, and if you can, please keep it to yourself. And when I was a fat boy, she referred to me as the fat one among my siblings and cousins, which, if you haven't already figured out, the last thing you should call a fat, sensitive child is the fat one. It is extremely hurtful. Actually, I thought that I was quite fat up until recently, when I weighed myself, and I was like, what is that? Why are there only 3 numbers? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I should be happy, but I'm just more concerned, where did it all go? Because exercise, not an option. The only exercise I ever get is from skateboarding, which unless you skateboard, you don't know that it's mostly just standing, smoking, and occasionally high-fiving somebody. And that's what skateboarding is. So no, that's not possible that I lost weight doing that. And then with diet, I'm not too familiar with like the hot new diets going around, but I'm pretty sure that eating pizza and ice cream right before bed every single night is not an effective way to keep off weight. But I don't know. I like Nick. We're best friends, by the way, so we were bound to have the similar problem. Breeze through our jokes in no time. So I'm just gonna leave you with like a small story about what I do not miss about being extremely fat anymore, and that is having man boobs. I was having sex with a girl, which might surprise you at first, but let me explain. There was a very good reason. She had just ended a very serious lesbian relationship. And so her esteem was probably pretty low, and she was looking to make a few mistakes, which, by the way, sex with me, guaranteed mistake, every time. And I'll explain why, Tara. I know you don't believe me, but I'll explain why. Because there are two options. One, I lay perfectly still like this with my eyes tightly closed and wait for it to be over. Or I get on top in the splits like so because I feel that it is more intimate. So I was in the splits like so, having sex, and I felt a nice sensual hand rubbing my big fat gut. I was like, okay, well, there's no need to bring that up. And then it slowly started climbing up to my chest and rubbing very tenderly and sensually. I was like, okay, yeah, this is fine. And then the rubbing started turning into like a very sexual breaststroke like I have done to a woman. And that is when I just had to stop and just put my legs up like this and say, I'm sorry, do you have me confused for somebody else? And that's all for now. Thank you